All the times that I was doing bad in life were the times I was in a relationship. I believe that men bring no value to relationships. Quick disclaimer, now I will hold myself 100% accountable and responsible for allowing these men access. I feel I could have done a better job of pre-screening them. I could have done more to research their upbringing, criminal backgrounds, psychological backgrounds. I should have dug deep spiritually when considering a relationship with my exes. So I own my part 100% in allowing these men to have full access to me without me thoroughly researching and examining them and their upbringing and, everything that comes with that. That's how I got violated repeatedly. But now that we got that out the way, I really need to get this off my chest. All I hear is Black men telling Black women that they need to choose better when it comes to men. They blame us for our poor choices in men. So here's the thing. I can speak for myself when I say all the men that I've ever been in relationships with were all narcissists, some sociopaths for sure, especially the violent ones. Now, I feel that the reason that I chose what I chose was because of a familiar pattern. See, when a woman chooses boyfriends and husbands and baby fathers, and they're all toxic, back to back toxic, that is a familiar pattern. So what she needs to recognize is why is she choosing this type of man and who taught her the pattern. Okay. So when it comes to the Black woman, here's the real question. Who taught the Black woman how to choose the abusive, toxic Black man, the narcissistic Black man? That's the number one question. So the answer is it's mommy and daddy. So if she was raised in a single parent household, her mother raised her, and her mother was any type of abusive towards her, and daddy is absent and not in the picture, her mama is a narcissist. Her mama is jealous, evil, manipulative. It's like a Cinderella story. You remember how they treated Cinderella? The evil stepmother was nice to her sisters, but she bullied and punished Cinderella. If you grew up in that type of household with a single mother, then what's going to happen is when you move out from your mother and you start dating and dealing with men, you're going to attract narcissistic men because you have normalized and familiarized your mother's narcissistic behavior in the men that you're choosing. But see, nobody's taught the Black woman that. So it's a pattern. You're basically taking the patterns that you learned from your mama in your childhood and you're identifying it in the men that you're choosing romantically. But no one, again, I say this, I reiterate, no one is teaching the Black woman how to dismantle patterns of choosing abusive, toxic men and why we make these choices. But Black men are so quick to criticize and ridicule us for our choices. That's number one. Number two, when Black women get on here seeking advice and help, or I'll tell you this, when Black women get on here and they tell their stories of how they were tricked and manipulated and abused, here come the toxic Black men with the toxic podcast, the red pillars, again, with the misogynoir, the misogyny towards Black women, accusing us of making poor choices and you need help, you need to heal, who hurt you? That's all gaslighting, of course. So why is the Black woman shut down when she starts to voice and tell her story? She's entitled to tell her truth. She's entitled to talk about her pain, her domestic violence. It's triggering to the Black men because those same Black men that are telling us that we need to heal are the same Black men that are causing pain and destruction to Black women. These are the Black men that are creating broken homes in the Black community. These are the Black men that are causing division in the Black community. So again, if Black women are to choose better, then there is a process we must go through. We should be allowed to voice and, you know, get things off our chests. We should be able to tell our stories. We should be able to create a community where we support each other, and help each other identify abuse so that we don't repeat these patterns, encourage therapy, and solidarity amongst each other. But see, the toxic, abusive, narcissistic Black man will have a problem with that. He wants us to stay broken. See, me as a single woman, this is the fucking happiest I've ever been in my life. Sure, I can go on dates. I can date men, but even dating has become frustrating because it's always some fucking bullshit that slips through the cracks on these dates. I'm not impressed by the nice restaurant. I'm not impressed by the flowers. All that shit I can do for myself. Do you bring emotional intelligence? Do you bring peace and clarity and consistency? If not, I don't want it. I don't want to deal with no man that was raised by a single mother that kept her titty in his mouth. She babied him, spoiled him, or she either beat, abused him, or emasculated him, or she allowed her boyfriend or somebody in the family to get away with abusing and molesting him. I'm not here to play therapist to no nigga. That's not going to happen. So I'm not even impressed with dates anymore. The dating scene is not for me because I have more fun dating myself or going out with my girlfriends and turning up. You know, there's a lot of...
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about why some men, they don't bring value in this relationship. So first of all, let's start by saying this is not about bashing men, but there are many good men out there, okay? But in today's video, we are going to discuss why some men don't bring value to relationships. It's important to recognize that when we talk about value, we are not only talking about financial contributions or material support. There's much more that makes a relationship work. Emotional availability, respect, commitment, and shared responsibility. One of the biggest reasons men might not bring value to a relationship is emotional availability. Relationships require vulnerability, communication, and emotional investment. Unfortunately, some men are raised in an environment where showing emotions is seen as weakness. As a result, they enter relationship unable to express their feelings, unwilling to have difficult conversations, or incapable of supporting their partner emotionally. This leaves their partner feeling neglected and lonely. Despite being in a relationship, address how many women find themselves putting in more effort to keep the relationship afloat. While men might become complacent, in many relationships, women tend to take on the emotional and practical labor to keep the relationship healthy, whether it's planning dates, maintaining the household, or working on communication. Some men, however, become passive or complicit. Once they're in comfortable relationship, they might stop putting in effort and the relationship becomes one-sided, with one partner doing the heavy lifting while the other coasts. This imbalance can make it feel like the man is not adding any real value. Okay, another major issue is commitment. For a relationship to thrive, both parties need to be equally invested in its future. Some men, however, avoid taking on responsibilities or committing fully. They may enjoy the benefit of being in a relationship but shy away from making long-term plans or addressing serious problems. This can leave their partner feeling uncertain, like they're in a dead-end relationship. When a man refuses to set up and take up responsibility for the direction of the relationship, it undermines its value. Talk about how love and care need to be reciprocated in a relationship and how some men may not retain the same energy. Relationships should be built on reciprocity. Both partners need to give and take equally, but some men may not understand this. They may expect their partner to cater to their needs without giving back the same love and care. This often leads to an emotional draining situations for the partner who's giving all but receiving little return. Okay, a relationship where love is not mature becomes unsatisfying, and the partner who is not reciprocating brings little value. Traditional gender roles plays a huge part in why some men don't bring value to relationships today. Some men still expect their partner to do all the caregiving, nurturing, and housework, while they contribute little or less financial support. If that, but relationships have evolved. Women no longer accept the idea that they should be the ones doing all the domestic work, or that their needs come second. When a man does not involve with these changing dynamics, he risks bringing very little to the relationship beyond outdated expectations. In relationships thrive when both partners bring value emotionally, mentally, and practically. Unfortunately, some men fall short, whether it's because they lack emotional availability, refusing to put in effort, avoid commitment, or cling to outdated roles. But this is not about blaming men, it's about understanding what needs to change. Men have the capacity to bring value to relationships, and those who are willing to work on themselves, grow emotionally, and invest in their partner will always be vulnerable. Okay, so let's talk about this again. So there are situations which you can find yourself sometimes, like you are married to this person, and you've been, oh, it's been going good since you met, but just after some time staying together, this is when you're going to see the true colors of your other partner. Okay, so one, maybe they'll start beating you, like physical violence. Some will start um controlling you, like they'll just want you to be controlled. Others will never want you to work, so there are different things which you can pass through. So it's you yourself to stand up, like on your own, because even if people are married, like everyone is individual at the end of the day. Yeah, so you should know how far you can go. You should also learn to set boundaries. Like, if you can stand up for yourself, stand up for yourself. Like, make a decision. If someone is saying not something which is correct, correct them, saying no, this one is not going like this, it's supposed to go like this. Like, there's no harm. Like, this relationship, yeah, the two of you, like everyone should have the voice in this relationship. Not only one person is heard, you are not heard. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, so that's the thing. And for those who are in abusive marriages, or those who are in marriages where you've been beaten, you've been insulted, you've been all that, stop taking that. Okay, stop taking it, because at the end of the day, that person will just keep on hurting your feelings. That person doesn't love you. That person doesn't, yeah. So it's better you just move out and find the right people who can give you the same energy you give back, because the energy you give back, you're supposed to get it back. Okay, and it's never too late, guys. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye bye.